This is one that's dated in the future. September 12th, 2012, letter to an America Pica, on a subs Princeps, extinct Western Wyoming, June 18th, 2025. My love. The other day there was a message in my inbox, dated December 31st, 1969. For just a moment, I thought you had come back for me. But of course, it was just a bug in the programming, and I was still here without you. It made me remember, though, I've never forgotten any of it. Those were hopeful times. A message sent over ARPANET, a photograph of the whole Earth. We went so far as the moon to get a bit of perspective, though it was not to last. But that's not what I wanted to say to you. After all, it was our best efforts to keep each other warm that started all the changes. It was love then, as it still is now. But I can still remember those cold winters. It's a form of nostalgia I practice with snow machines and lift tickets and climate control. Perhaps it all started with ice cream cones, which we loved best in summers. We were always, even then, filled with contradictions. I remember you that election year just before we fully grasped what was irreversible. Your tiny image blown up on subway cars and moving quickly through phone applications. It could not stop what had begun, though it set you forever in our memory, which we keep now, collectively, in a place we call the cloud. But I remember you best before all that, before we were separated, before warm blood, when we still lived together in oceans, together. I recall later when you made the choice to move up mountains, how well you learned to protect yourself from the cold. And then desperately, in those last years, how you moved further and further up those mountains, higher and higher, gaining elevation, chasing winter. But I guess the funny thing about a mountain is its peak, that really you can only get so high before the arc turns. I guess that is also the funny thing about life. I sometimes wonder if you understood this then. I've just begun to understand it now. I have an application on my phone called Snowfinch. It's a form of remembering, I guess. What I mean is, I am sorry. Yours, Alicia Escott.
Take her back home.